Market opening absolutely flat, flat. 10 points down, 24,333. The Sensex is down 100 points, 79,550 is where we are at. So this is the opening neither here nor there, but certainly a bit sideways is how we've started. Market breadth though, it's too early, but it's 1350 up and about 400 lower. And some of the other indices, Nifty Bank is down about 50 odd points as well. But all about stocks, so let's get to it.
Absolutely. So if you talk about the large cap screen, some of the movers and shakers, Apollo Hospitals, which is reporting numbers today, is right on top. The banks are looking not too bad. Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, all on the upside of the screen. Let's see what HDFC Bank is doing. HDFC Bank is down 2.5%. The disappointment is really playing out because this wage increase is not happening in one go. It's being split now, August, the next one in November. So there's some disappointment playing out there. Because of that, the Bank Nifty itself is under a bit of pressure. But back to looking at some more names, Britannia, JSW Steel. These are stocks on the upside. L&T starting positive. Hero Motors reporting numbers today. So that stocks are starting out with a mild green as well. On the flip side of the screen, some of the auto stocks are in for a bout of profit-taking. Tata Motors, Bajaj Auto, M&M. So, yeah, even iShow for that matter. So, auto is not looking too hot at this point in time. And, of course, HDFC Bank is keeping a lid on the gains as well.
Well, just focus on Ola Electric. What a dream start, right? First trading session up 20%. Yesterday up 20%. And today as well up another 15%. Ola Electric, that's flying away, catching everyone's imagination as well. Lucky for those that got allotted in that particular issue. Other stocks are in focus. This renewable energy theme has come back, and it's come back in style. Inox went up close to around 10%. Big up move is what we are seeing. We had the management yesterday. They sounded very, very optimistic on business prospects. The street is taking note of it. Last week, we had Suzlon Energy. That management as well, talking up the stock, talking very, very positive about the execution for the remainder of this year. So that one as well up close to around 5%. A couple of other notable movers today. You have Hindustan Copper. Well, that stock is holding its own, up and about in today's trading session. Those numbers are good. Yes, there are risks for the coming, coming quarter. But for the time being, the street is grabbing onto those numbers. That's why that's up. Dixon as well up close to around 2.5%. You have the Adani Group stocks actually that are doing well. So you have, a couple of them that are bounced back. Case in point being an ACC that's up close to around 1.5%. So keep an eye out on that one. Ambuja Cements as well. I think the first tick was in the green. What's taking it on the chin? Well, it's Aarti Industries because of that guidance, because of the street is a little bit skeptic whether or not they can achieve what they've set out for the year. So that stock's down close to around 8.5%. But Prashant, HDFC Bank, that's trading at the 20 DMA. That inflow in the first tranche itself could support the stock at current levels. I guess it's in for a bit of a time correction.
Absolutely. And, we've got the biggest gainer, which is biggest volume-led gainer for the third straight session, which is Ola Electric, right? So 40%, add 15 to that. So it's a big one and tremendous interest, as you can see, right at the at the market open with these kind of volumes. So absolutely. Suzlon is the second biggest volume-led gainer, although, I mean, that is changing a little bit, but it's now the third, 4.5% higher. Stocks at about 85 now. We had the management of Inox Wind yesterday, with stock ended up 15%, add another 10% this morning to it. Inox Wind has got, it's number 2 in terms of volumes on the NSE, 226 on Inox Wind. And look at it fly. Nigel mentioned the Adani Group stocks. Adani Energy Solutions is up 4. Adani Total is up about 2.75%. I mean, these are the two I can spot. Olectra Green Tech is up 6%. Again, it's backed by volumes. Inox Green also had a pretty good day yesterday. It's up another 3% right now. We had the management of Balrampur early, but Bajaj Hindustan is the one which is up about 3%. Jyoti Laboratories is up 4%, 584 on Jyoti Laboratories. You'll hear from the management of Senco a little later. Senco is up 6%. We highlighted DOMS and the numbers there, 2.5 on DOMS. That's a stationery maker. And I can go down the list, but then volumes are lacking. This is essentially the bulk of what is moving and moving sharply. On the downside, I think we've already highlighted Aarti Industries. RCF is down about 2%. Happiest Minds is down 2.75%. Gensol is down about 2%. Global Spirits is down about 4%. But that's it. I mean, there's not too much volume on the downside at least right now. Surabhi?
Prashant, just mentioning that Aarti, now the cut is almost 10%. So the fact that the management is not too confident of maintaining the guidance, that's really playing out on the stock. Uflex is the other one that's down about 4-5%. In terms of disappointing result reactions, Yatra had a really tough quarter. Not a great performance from Yatra, down about 4-5% there as well. Tilak Nagar Industries is a reaction on the upside. Those numbers have worked well. And by the way, on Adani Energy, I think like Sridhar was just saying, now there's some excitement building up that since the MSCI is willing to look at these stocks again, maybe at some point in time, it starts getting the benefit in terms of the indices, global indices.
Unembargoed, so to speak. I don't know if that's a word. But, just put up LIC. Actually, the life insurers. LIC was down 5% yesterday on the back of earnings. And it was went on a large volume. LIC is not recovering. It's flattish. But let's look at ICICI Pru, HDFC Life and SBI Life. Just wondering if there's any reaction at all. Stocks have done well last quarter. Nothing. HDFC Life is down about a half. ICICI Pru is absolutely flat. I don't think SBI Life is doing very much as well. Two or three other accidents yesterday, right? Bharat Dynamics sold off 10% yesterday. If Balakrishna Industries maybe comes up on your screen, these were all down very sharply. BDL is down another 1. Balakrishna Industries will come up. Sun TV is another one which was down over 10% yesterday. So, just looking at some of these
check Ola
names
Electric,
right now.
Nigel.
Yeah.
Just see, I mean, I know 20%.
Oh, it's come off from the top.
Exactly. So it's a very interesting trade on, and some profit taking perhaps.
The brakes being put on that one, after having 20% on each of the 2 days, I think some kind of rationality is coming in there. But one more stock, Stovecraft, just take a look at that stock. Yesterday, the stock did well. Today, it's put on another 5% out. I'm not sure whether the analyst call was post-market as. But after sounding positive, remember, it's been one of the underperformers. The numbers are now showing and the management is optimistic. So it seems the street is taking note of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the other one was Voltas from yesterday, right? I'm not sure if you should actually see if there's any follow-through. But that one on your screen is opening flat.